I got problems, man. I got problems, okay? So I've said it a bunch and I'll say it again. If you don't have problems right now in your business, then you have a huge problem. You're stagnant. Go get some problems if you don't have them. My name is Brian Bandas. I'm building a real estate development company. I'm becoming a better father, a better husband, a better entrepreneur, and a better man every single day. Let's get it. You know, it's not a problem. You know, it's not a problem. This new anchor acquisition being. That's how you know we're stepping our game up. What is a problem is all the things that our concrete guys did not do correctly from when we talked to them yesterday. I just share that to say, like, it's every single day. It's just another example. And when we fix this, once the slab's poured, there's going to be framing problems. And then, I mean, so on and so forth. There's going to be problems with city inspections. And I'm trying to retrain myself to not be caught off guard. Like, when there's a problem, I should be like, yeah, of course there's a problem, and just start working on the solution. Sometimes I waste that emotional energy, you know, getting bent out of shape, getting pissed off, getting sick of it. I think that's pretty normal, but when I remember, I'm a professional problem solver, baby. That's the job I gave myself, and that's why I've got a really high ceiling on my income and a really high ceiling on my freedom, because I'm willing to be a problem solver. Are you willing to do that? So today we are marking out the perimeter of this. We're about to pour concrete slabs, so we're marking the perimeter. I am not building a home building company necessarily, I'm building a development company. For me, a big part of that, and we'll talk about it a lot on this channel, is the idea of like vertical integration. So what pieces of the process or the puzzle can I bring under the roof of my company? And so the first one I chose to take on was to begin doing the building myself. We're spending a lot of money each year on build fees to builders. What I'm intending to do right now is I'm spending a lot of time on the job site learning the build process. Even though eventually my role isn't going to be the builder every day, I want to know the process well enough, A, to make educated decisions about what projects I take on, and B, to be able to hold my superintendents on my staff accountable and be able to talk through projects and problem solve with them. So I'm spending a lot of time this year on the job site, not because I ultimately want to be the builder personally, but because I want to know the process well enough that I can have the superintendents on the staff of my company and I can hold them accountable. I can do quality control on their work. It's freezing out here, and I'm not joking. Like, my lips are numb, so I feel like I'm talking like I'm drunk because I can barely move my mouth. So today, marking these forms to put anchor bolts in place for concrete pour, which maybe is happening tomorrow, but it's looking a little questionable. So one step at a time, baby. I'm learning something new every day, which makes me a better owner of this business every single day. All right, so the biggest problem, in my opinion, that you can have as a business owner is to not have problems. Like, for me, I have to remind myself on a daily basis that my job, and I have to tell myself this, is professional problem solver. My job is not to avoid problems. My job is to solve them. And if I don't have problems, it's because I'm not building something. It's because I'm not trying to do anything. If I want to build a company, problems are an integral ingredient, right? They're totally unavoidable. They're non-negotiable. And so for me, I have those days, and I'm sure you do too, where like they all hit at once, right? Everything. I get 5 bad phone calls in a row, and every single one is bad news. And sometimes it catches me off guard and I get frustrated. I'm just like, everything's going wrong. And then I remember what I tell myself: hey, I'm a professional problem solver. I told my son the other day, I said, do you know why I make pretty good money and will continue to make better and better money? He said, no, why? I said, because I'm willing to deal with more and more problems that most people just aren't willing to deal with. So the problem on this property, and I can tell you we got a long list of problems, but the problem on this property is that we bought this project from another builder. It was supposed to be sort of ready to go. And after we owned it, we discovered that the architect and the engineer had not been talking. And so what the architect had created didn't work for the FFEs, the finished floor elevations that our engineer gave us. And he said, well, you can't build the house any higher than this because the slope of your driveway and the pavers we're using. So all of a sudden, we've got plans that don't work for the site that we already paid for. And my point is, my job as a business owner and a business builder is to put myself in the way of problems, not to avoid them, but to put myself in a position where I will have them and then I solve them. Your biggest problem as a business owner would be if you didn't have problems at all. If you've got problems, count your blessings. It's because you're building something worthwhile. That's all I got. Hey, by the way, if you want to continue to experience the journey of building a company and learning together through that process, then give me one of those, maybe one of those, maybe one of those. Look me up, come on now.